Okay, so in the last video, this is a bit of a bonus supplemental thing. I gave the answer to practice exercise 1, question 1. You can have super salad, but not both. Part of the point of the example is to get comfortable with working in sentential logic and to understand how the binary connectives work, where the parentheses go. So let's just run through the other ones really quickly, and then after that, we can go on to look at the conditional truth table and so the other truth tables. Now, you can also skip this video if you like. I just want to run through the other ones, the other practice answers very quickly. So, number 2, either they are not playing or there is terrible lag on the server. That's pretty easy, so let's have a look. Either they're not playing or there is terrible lag on the server. So the question here, of course, they are not playing is a negated English sentence. So we're going to go either it is not the case that they are playing or there is lag on the server or the server is lagging. So the answer would be not the case that P, I use like a little thing here. I'm not very good at making tildes. Let me try. Tilde, not P or L. The main logical operator here is the or, right? It is either not P or L because, again, the sentential connectives are always binary. They're connecting two things at once. It's connecting what? The not P or L. So the not P is feeding to the or, the L is feeding into the or, and what is giving the, and P is going to the not. Either they're not playing or there's terrible lag on the server. What's the next question? I am neither interested nor impressed by your sales pitch. So what does that look like? 3, I'm not interested nor impressed by what? By your sales pitch. So by your sales pitch, actually you should probably translate that I'm not interested by your sales pitch, I'm not impressed by your sales pitch. So I'm neither interested nor impressed. I'm neither interested in your sales pitch nor impressed by your sales pitch. So we can go something like, it is not the case that I am, how about I for interested and or M for impressed. But now there's a problem here because it looks like the main logical operator is the or. I'm not interested, either I'm not interested or I'm impressed. That's not going to work. The idea is that I want to negate the disjunction itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bracket. What I'm going to want to do is erase and start over. So I'm going to go tilde, bracket, interested, or impressed. So it is not the case that I'm interested or impressed. So this one would be saying either I'm interested or I'm impressed. But it's not the case that I'm either interested or impressed. If we do the truth table really quickly, right, remember that true, here are all the combinations that are possible given by valence, which is that every element except the brackets in sentential logic can either be true or false, and only true or false. Now, the truth table for disjunction says true, 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 false, true, false, true, true, false, false, false. A disjunction is only false when both of the disjuncts are false. Now, the disjunction, of course, is going to feed its values over to the negator. And the negator is going to flip the values here. So we're going to go false, 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 true. Which is exactly kind of the values we want to see. Because if I'm saying I'm not interested or impressed by the sales pitch, when is it true? When I'm interested in false is false. When I'm impressed is false. So what I'm saying is true when the value of impressed is false, and the value of interested is false, and the value of impressed is false. So my statement is exactly what I want to see. It's true that I'm not interested nor impressed when interested is false, impressed is false. I'm interested, false. I'm impressed, false. I'm neither interested nor impressed, true. Now this is important to remember because without the bracket here, we get actually a completely different result, right? If I don't have the bracket, if I say it is not the case that I'm interested or impressed, now I have either I'm not interested or I am impressed. But that's not what I want to say at all. Another way to say the same thing would be it is not the case that I am interested, and it is not the case that I am impressed. Now the and is going to take, the two chunks are here, right? Chunk 1, chunk 2. So the main logical operator is the and. It's going to take its values from the negations, right? And when is this going to be true? Well, it's only true when both sides are true. And working backwards, if this is true, this must be false, so we get the same result. I'm interested is false, I'm impressed is false, so I'm not interested is true, I'm not impressed is true, 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 which is perfect because an and is only true when both sides are true, so it works out. So that's a different way of getting to the same result. All right, what's the next question? Either Trump is pretending to believe the things he says, or he is sincere and not concerned with how it looks on the international stage. So, sorry to get political on you guys. Well, technically there's no evaluation there. So, either Trump is pretending, or he's sincere and does not care. This is a pretty easy one, right? What's the main logical operator? We're giving two options. We're saying either he's pretending or he's sincere and doesn't care. So it's pretty obvious that the two things we're connecting is either he's pretending or he's sincere and doesn't care. Right? It would be wrong to go he's pretending and either he's pretending or sincere and doesn't care. In this sense, either he's pretending or sincere and he doesn't care. That's not what we're trying to say. Because this and means that and he doesn't care is definitely true. And either P or S is true. But that's not what the example is trying to say. The example is pretty clearly trying to say either he's pretending or something else is true. He's sincere and doesn't care how it looks. Right, again, we're connecting in binary chunks. Chunk number 1 is over here. This is number 2. The or is connecting 1 and 2. And what is 2? 2 is the and the and is connecting the S and the not off the C. So that's how we would break down that sentence. Great. What's next? I am not interested in your sales pitch, and I'm not impressed by it. Looks like I jumped the gun on that one. I already gave you the answer, right? Not I and not am. All right. Thanks for watching the answers to this practice exercise. Let's move on.